What's up, everybody? It is Carlos Collects Comics, and I'm back with another episode of Monday Hauls. This is the web series where I show you the books that I've picked up over the past week to week and a half. And I've got some really cool ones that arrived, some classic vintage books, as well as some brand new books that I picked up both at one of my local comic shops and got in from my mystery Facebook claim sale comic seller. Can't wait to share them with you, so stay tuned. Alright, here we are. It's another episode of Monday Hauls, and I've got just a little stack of books here to show this week, but I'm excited because one of them actually arrived today on Monday, and I'm excited that it got here in time for me to showcase it, because otherwise I just have like two books. So let's go with the two books that I want to show you that I picked up from New Comic Book Day this week. The first of those is from Boom Studios. It's number 1, the first issue of Regarding the Matter of Oswald's Body. Cool conspiracy story. Very interested to check it out and look at it. And I do recommend picking this up. You know, Boom Studios puts out great stuff. And then after seeing kind of the Lee Harvey Oswald angle that Department of Truth took, this is something interesting that I couldn't miss once I read the premise and said, hey, I need to check that out. The other one that I picked up is issue 1 of What's the Furthest Place from Here. This is a post-apocalyptic story about a group of teenagers. It's by the same team that did Four Kids Walk Into a Bank, and so I'm real interested in reading this. I'm also going to let my son take a look at it and see what he thinks of it, because he's pretty good at picking some of these independent books as well. I decided to wait on the A cover because there's only one of this cover left, and it just looks really creepy cool, and I wanted to pick it up. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I'm going to share that with y'all, what we thought of it, in a future Monday Hauls video. Let's get to the claim sale package that just arrived here. Now, this seller has always asked that I not reveal his name, because he sends freebies, and he doesn't want others that may watch this video and know him to say, well, hey, why didn't I get those freebies, or why didn't I get freebies in general? Because I don't know if he does it for everybody, but always puts in stuff. And the coolest thing about him is that he always all his books are in pristine condition if they're new, and if they're vintage books like back issues, he always undergrades, so they're always in better shape than was advertised or they were priced. So cool guy, works very hard to do this, and has weekly claim sales on Facebook. I hope you find him. I hope you do that, but I can't reveal his name as of right now. So let's take a look at what these books are that I got from him. Now keep in mind, these are from a couple of different claim sales with him, so they are not all going to be from this past week. I'm going to wait and reveal the biggest, what I think is the biggest one at the end here. But let's go ahead and start with Nocterra number 6, the second printing. Really cool cover. I know Image is going to be discontinuing all later printings after first printings because of the paper shortage. So I'm not sure how many more, how that's going to play out downstream. But I did want to go ahead and get Nocterra because this book, it's a fantastic story. Number 1, Tony Daniels, fantastic artist. And then it's a cool concept, cool character, and it got optioned. So, you really can't go wrong with picking up Nocterra. And the books are still relatively inexpensive for what I think is going to end up being a really great adapted property later on. I did also pick up this vintage Marvel cover of He Who Fights with Monsters. This is a really neat one. I think this was the cover E maybe for this one. And it was a decent story, but I just really like this vintage cover, so I did pick it up and had gotten it back the week that book came out in that claim sale. Here's a book that you've probably seen before, and I know some of you are sick of me talking about it. Some of you have started reading it because you're like, He's not going to stop talking about it, so I'm just going to start trying it out and see what I think of it. But it is none other than Moon Knight. Here's another copy of issue number 3. And then, yeah, I was able to get the Miles Morales variant for number 3 as well. And then these 2 copies are personal collection books that I wanted to have for my Moon Knight run, because I'm really enjoying the new series. I say that I think in every single episode of Monday Hauls. Might need to be called Moon Knight Hauls, because I'm always showing off Moon Knight books. But it's just that good. So, something is killing the wallet? No, children. Alright, number 20, pristine shape. And the other cover for number 20. So, pick these up. Also continuing to enjoy that book. James Tynion is just killing it. He's awesome. He's fantastic. But to go along with that, I got one of the incentives. This thing is, well, no, it's got a little notch on the corner there. Never mind. I thought it was going to be a contender. But yeah, one of the 1 in 10 variants for House of Slaughter, number 1. Didn't have this. Obviously going to be a personal collection book. Does have that little bit of a notch on the corner. But these books are actually in really good shape, given the ongoing shipping crisis for comic books right now. There's a lot of comic books that are not arriving in great shape. This is a book that I picked up. I had lucked onto the first print of cover A, and then also got the secret variant that was like a VHS variant. This is the second printing of Unicorn, issue number 1. I don't have any of the rest of them. I don't even know if this series is still being printed, but I really enjoyed the first issue and decided to get the second. So I now have, I think, all 3 covers of Unicorn. I think it would make a great property adapted some way. The Shepherd, The Path of Souls, number 1 from Black Caravan. Black Caravan puts out some really cool stuff, and this was just a really interesting concept. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I did go ahead and pick it up. There was something about the premise for this one. Gosh, now I can't remember what it was. But there's something about the premise for this one that made it really interesting to me. I'll share that in another episode of the show. Okay, last few books on the list here. Gun Honey, number 1, the FOC cover by Adam Hughes. This book is red hot, and it's being adapted, and it's a lot of fun. I had ordered this back when, I think back before it started to get more popular, and I think in last week's video I shared the what's it called, the third printing Virgin variant version of this cover, but this is the first print for issue 1, the FOC. So glad to add that to the stack. The coolest book of the haul, and then I'll show the freebies. Giant Size Avengers number 2. This is in relatively low grade, but this goes in straight into my Kang section for future MCU related goodness. I'm really looking forward to Kang. Love how Jonathan Majors has portrayed him thus far, and he's only been in like a couple scenes. But this is one of those books that I said, hey, I want to grab a copy. An affordable copy came up. I snagged it. And glad to add it to the box. The freebies for this shipment, there were 2, both variants, both pretty cool, and they're stuck together with purple painter's tape. That's kind of cool. So this is Nonstop Spider-Man number 1, the Perillo variant. Very cool. And then this is one of the artwork, the card artwork covers. I can't remember. I think this is from Inferno. I think this is for Inferno, this Mystique cover. So, but it's that the card art variant. So this one was the second freebie. Now the two freebies that I did here, that I received, I may just continue to pass it on. And actually, yeah, so because I've got back here, as you know, I've been sharing two of the giveaways that are going to be coming up. Invincible #1 and Something is Killing the Children foil #1, the local comic shop. Both of these are the local comic shop day variants. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and add these to the stack. These 4 books are going to be free giveaways because we continue to hit subscriber milestones faster than I can keep up with them. I might just need to start doing weekly giveaways for books. Also very excited because I'm not going to announce it now, but we've had some friends of the channel that are going to be sending some goodies your way. Stay tuned for ways that you're going to be able to win those items, including a drawing for one of the hottest types of comic supplies that is out right now. They're going to be sending you, viewers, and subscribers, or just subscribers of the Carl's Collects Comics YouTube channel, they're going to be sending some of their hottest products straight to you. But we'll get to that in a future episode. Hey, thanks for tuning in tonight. This is a little bit later than I was planning to upload the video, but I still wanted to make sure and get it out there, get it to you, and have this quick conversation between us. As always, make sure to like this video if you liked it. Make sure to leave a comment. My commitment to you continues to be, if you take the time to leave a comment, I will take the time to reply to it, because I love hearing feedback from you. Is there anything that you liked, that you didn't like, anything that I missed out on that I should have picked up? I always like to hear those from you. Love to get feedback about the channel. And then also make sure to turn on the notifications with the little bell. Make sure the checkbox is, the little check is in the bell, so that you can get notified when new videos go live for the channel, because we're continuing to pump them out. Last but not least at all is to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. It helps the channel greatly as we continue to grow, and it means the more subscribers there are, the more giveaways there will be. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it's been good to hang out with you for just these few minutes. So you take care, have a great rest of the week, and I can't wait to see you this Friday, because I'm going to be celebrating my birthday by showcasing something that some of you have asked about in this week's Friday feature. I'm going to be showing off the Hispanic superheroes, a portion of that wing from the collection. So I can't wait to do that this Friday. So stay tuned and make sure to check back in with us. Thanks for watching.